Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you're watching us from. This is Mr. President segment. And today I'm on Mr. Duale and also you, Mr. President. Remember, Mr. President, last time I cautioned you about the churn and the kind of money you are giving and also the kind of motivations that you are doing. That this was not a permanent case for you, that now you've been able to solve the problem of one term. I told you, immediately Kenya is eliminated from the churn, one term will come back. This one term thing is not about Gachagua. I don't know why you are so much obsessed with your people about Gachagua. In any case, if there is anybody that should not bother you, it's Gachagua. But anyway, every person's destiny is organized by God, because the destiny of Gachagua, you created it. You made him. You brought him. And you walked with him. This is a bitter pill that you must swallow. You must swallow. And you must swallow and enjoy it. You created an animal. You didn't know what kind of an animal you are creating. The animal now is eating you. Again, you are making another serious mistake. This mistake, I told you about it, the goons. It is another animal that you created through Sakaja and your friends. They lied to you. They told you that they are going to tame, they are going to do this. But actually what you did, you created an organization. I've been moving around the city and I have very good evidence that the goons you created, now they are manifesting in a different dimension. You saw what happened with the Kasarani. They were able to break the gates and get inside. And you had to deploy so many officers because the goons. This is a serious problem. And this problem was not, you are not the source of the problem. The problem was from the previous presidents that have been there. Kenyatta had his own goons. Remember during the Mungai saga and many other people that were around there. Moi came up with his own goons. Kibaki, of course, he had his own goons. Kenyatta had his own goons. And you have your own goons. And these goons, they mature radically with different dimensions. So please, Mr. President, for you, because I know you intend to have a very good nation. You intend to have a very good record for this nation. You intend to be called the best president, just as we will normally say about Kibaki as the best president. I know you have a good intention, but with a good intention, you need to have the right people in your caucus. There are people that have really damaged you. The people that you could have better worked with Gachagua other than working with them. One person like Murkomen has really messed you, and the mess that Murkomen has created in your government is 10 times that of Gachagua. He is the Minister for Internal Security, but how to handle people and how to handle situation has proved to him that he is completely immature. You needed a mature person. And that is why many people that were in the docket of security, they were sober people. People with integrity. People that had a sober mind, relaxed mind. This guy can have an outburst and you'll be left trying to rectify the situation, which is completely very impossible for you because the mark is there. And again, there's another person that has really messed and will mess you completely. It is Mr. Duale. I spoke about Mr. Duale a long time ago, but people just did not understand me. They thought that I'm fighting the Somalis. Yes, I'm fighting Somalis, but not Kenyan Somalis. We have Kenyan Somali, they have Somali of the Kenyan origin. And we have Somalis of the Somali origin. My case here is not about the Somali of Kenyan origin. I am dealing with the Somali of Somali origin, where Duale's brother resides and where they have been conducting the activities, the illegal activities, illegal importation, illegal immigrant. You see, he has been boasting around and saying now they have the numbers to make sure that they can defeat the Kikuyus, that the Kikuyus now, they should shut up. This is Duale. Look at the scandal that he has now, because he's been looking for money to do the mobilization that you need to raise the number of how many people, how many voters, about 3 million voters who will vote for you. Remember, these people are just messing up with you. I told you there are people you don't joke around with. You don't fight them, because nobody has ever been able to fight them. Yes, they have tried. The Mzungu tried to fight the Kikuyus. This was not able. Moi was there to fight the Kikuyus. This was not able. You are here now again to fight them. You can't make it. Moi had time of 24 years. He was not able to do it. The Mzungus were here. They never thought that they would go, but they went. These are things that you don't need to antagonize. You don't need to fight them. You need to settle down and find a solution. And this is why Kikuyus voted for you, because they thought you are mature enough, you are educated, you are mature, you are educated, and you seemed to understand the politics of this nation. So they thought that by putting you in place, you will bring a negotiating table. You bring these people together, Kenyans and versus Kikuyu, because at some point, Kenyans are different from Kikuyus. And this is what has been propagated. You see, the other time people were propagating, saying, this is a Kikuyu problem, this is a Kikuyu problem, because they were trying to bring that issue that was with the Pentagon, of which I think you are not part of the Pentagon. And this Pentagon was saying we had an issue of 41 against 1. That the entire nation against one community. But again, they were not able, the Pentagon was not able to send that message. Now Duale is on it to create a situation where now the Kikuyus will be isolated and removed from Kenyans, so that people can fight them by igniting memories that are useless and hopeless. Check now, he has messed your Shah idea. He has messed up completely. He's the man behind all these things that are happening. You can see the arrogance that is with this man, because he believes he's the government and the government is him, that without him you cannot move. Because he has raised a community from Somalia that owns now Saudi C, owns Saudi B, owns parts of Isli, owns part of Hazina, owns part of Utawala, owns part of many business installations that across the country, Total and everything, that now they are owning, and they feel that they are controlling the economy, yet they are not locals, they are not Kenyans, they are Somali origin, and we are not going to relent on this. In fact, I'm told by one good friend Somali, of Kenyan Somali, a good friend of mine, who is also working in my farm as a manager, he told me, these people from Somalia, they hate the people of the Kenyan Somali origin. They look at them and see that they are fools, that they can come to their country, invade their country, build malls in Isli, build houses, tall buildings in South B, South C, Hazina, all over, and nobody will ask them. We are demanding and wanting to know under which conditions these people have been allowed to invest. Are they investing as foreigner investors, or they are investing as people that shielded themselves into investors and working as investors in Kenya, yet they are not investors? This is the reason Duale is so much arrogant in this country, that he thinks he owns who is who in the world of Somali, in the Somali country. Could it be there is another business done in Hargeisa that we Kenyans don't know? Could it be their vehicles, their food, substances, commodities imported through the Hargeisa port to Kenya? And now you see the economy has been flooded and money is not circulating amongst Kenyans, but amongst individuals who are from Somalia. Could it be they are the people that are building up to come and vote for you, Mr. President? Beware of Mr. Duale. Beware of Mr. Duale and his group. and his shenanigans and his people and his Al-Shabaab and whatever that he wants to call himself. We want the following, and this is a demand, not a request. To understand from the government, from the immigration, how many people from Somali, of Somali origin, that have invested in Kenya, and what have they invested, under which law? How many people from Ethiopia that have invested in Kenya, and they are settled in Kenya, and what have they invested, and what are the terms and conditions? We want also to know how many people are from Burundi with the investment in Kenya. What is the terms and conditions? People from Zaire, people from Rwanda, people from Uganda, people from Tanzania. The other day, Mama Suluhu outlined the principles of Tanzania that these people should not be allowed to invest. But unless they have this kind of an agreement, this kind of a segment, this kind of understanding. Yes, investors are allowed to invest. We have Americans here, we have Britons here, we have many people around the world in Kenya that have invested, but the conditions, terms and conditions are outlined. Who should invest and how? What are the procedures? We want to understand what are the procedures of these Somalis of Somalia. That now they own, they have bought land, they have bought everything, it is under them. They are controlling the economy now. At the expense of pretending that to be Somalians of Somali Kenya, yet the Somalians of Kenya are not enjoying the privileges the Somalia of Somalia are enjoying. And that's why Duare is flexibly, it's like he's the king of this nation. He can talk rubbish, he can bully journalists, and he could easily say he's going to use his personal social media handle to advertise things of the government. Does it mean they are in control? You are not in control. Does it mean that they have an idea you don't have? Mr. President, wake up. You are sleeping. This is a snake that you are not going to be able to control it. As I told you, this kind of things that you saw in Kasarani, where people invaded the stadium and Kenya was fined, it is because of your own Sakaja with his goons. Now we have a dangerous goon in the name of a minister who is doing these things, who can arrogantly speak, arrogantly say anything, and nobody is there to ask him a question. I saw he bullied a nation media journalist, and nobody. He didn't answer. He told them, whoever that has a question, he can take the question where the questions are supposed to be taken. That's an arrogant. And this was a case that you are involved. Your own blueprint, your own baby, Sha. Somebody is tampering with it somewhere. And he was just asking a genuine question. Where are these organizations? Why were they deregistered? Was it because of SHA? And if it is because of SHA, why weren't they taken to court? Because all investigation commenced to investigate them for having taken away money that belongs to Kenya and it belongs to your baby, SHA. These are the people that are working day and night to make sure they swindle you and destroy and dismantle your bright ideas. Mr. President, as I am concerned, I know you have got one of the best and the brightest ideas in Kenya. But somebody somewhere, or some people somewhere, have just decided to make sure that you don't make it. Please, Mr. President, there are sometimes you make hard decisions and make it perfectly. These are the people you need to do a reshuffle. Supposedly, I will ask you to remove this kind of people from your government. A person like Ishongwa, now see Ishongwa is threatening you with what? An impeachment. And they are going to do it. Because they want now to hold you at ransom. They got the money, they got the power, they got the resources. These are the people that had that Kaskodi that was kidnapping people. These are the same people. This is the same problem we have in Tanzania. Where Jakaya Kikwete and the team, they are running the nation. They have held that Mama Suluhu. She has no voice. And I'm telling you, if what is happening in Tanzania, if it happens, there will be no election. That's like here. These people in Tanzania will say, no, enough is enough. And they are almost saying that. At the same time, you know, Kenyans, when they say enough is enough, they can say enough is enough. These young guys, they told you they are going to State House, and they went. You thought you invited them. They went. They were in State House. You ate with them. And they fulfilled. They successfully did what they wanted to do. That is what God wanted them to do. Just look at it carefully, Mr. President. People like Kina Ishongwa, they are destroying your government. People like Duale, they are destroying Sudi, and many other people are not for you. Make a decision. Make a decision, precise decision. Remember when Biwott was so too much into Moi's government, Moi sacked him, and at some time he arrested him. Serikali ni yako, na tunakungoja kwa debe. God bless you.
Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.